just changed. You want to tell me what?
Go away.
What are you doing here?
Walking through the park?
Unless you're following me.
I'm sorry?
Look, Emily, we made love one night, okay? It was a mistake that will never happen again. I'm sorry if you're lonely, but like I said, I can't fill the space that Nikolas left, and frankly, I don't want to anyway. So if you'll just leave me in peace with the woman who loves me, and excuse...
I see you've recovered a few pieces of your former personality. Too bad arrogance is so unattractive.
I'm sorry.
You can believe what you want, but I wasn't following you. In fact, I haven't pursued you at all. If you can remember back that far, all I wanted from you that night you regret so much was a dance. You're the married man who made it more. And for the record, you weren't thinking about your perfect little wife while making love to me, so save the self-righteous act. It doesn't fly here.
Hi. I'm glad you're home.
What's all this?
I thought we could spend some quiet time. Start planning that future we keep talking about. I mean, if you want. But there's no pressure or anything. The point is for you and I to spend some time alone. Why are you wearing a gun? There you are. I've been looking for you.
I met Lorenzo on the docks to try and start working again. Someone shot at us.
How dangerous does this job have to get before you stop working for him?
I'm comfortable with him, Mary. The way he thinks makes sense to me. Like we're from the same background, which of course we're not. He's an international businessman, and I'm just a simple soldier, right?
No, you're a good and honorable man.
Then why can't I shake this feeling that my life doesn't fit? That I've been places that the past you told me about doesn't account for? What is the secret, Mary? What is it? What don't you want me to remember? Just tell me what it is.
Connor, you have it all wrong.
Then what's the truth? Tell me what the truth is. Stop protecting me. Not knowing it's eating me alive, Mary. If you love me, just be honest with me. Who the hell was I?
It's about Nikolas.
Emily, please don't talk about Nikolas. I don't want to dwell on the past. Listen, I'm sorry. That was rude. You know, if there's anything you ever want to say about Nikolas, I want to hear it.
You know, Nikolas would have been proud of you today. I heard what you did for Sky. Thank you.
No, you called it. I was just taking my pain out on Sky. And I should have been professional.
Well, what matters is you did the right thing today.
Who the hell was I?
Why are you so upset with me? Because I care about what happens to you?
I just want you to be honest with me.
That's what I need from you too, Connor.
What?
You swore we could put the past behind us, that you would stop trying to remember.
Just tell me the part you're leaving out, Mary. What's the secret? And then we'll move on.
Why can't you accept that? Go for a walk, and you come back with a gun, and you're accusing me of keeping secrets?
Why do I speak Spanish? Where did I learn to translate Greek? Why do I know so much about caviar?
I told you we used to live beyond our means.
How? Mary, by carving wooden ducks? And if so, why don't I remember how to do it? And why can't I imagine even wanting to? And this house, this tiny house, how is it possible that I even lived here? It doesn't feel like home to me, and it never has.
You know, we keep having this same argument, and it never gets resolved. Why can't you just let this go?
I can't because there's always something new that doesn't fit. Another image, another skill, another memory that I can't explain. And just when I think that I can let it go, Mary, I do or feel or say something that triggers the same questions, and it always leads back to the same place. A secret!
There's
a secret!
No secret!
There is a secret! And I want to know what it is!
You're unhappy with our life together, with me, with our home. I don't want to hold you back. You can go anytime.
I love you, Mary. I don't want to leave you.
But if I can't make you happy,
It's not you. You do make me happy. Okay, that's.
Why do you keep asking all of these questions?
Because I'm frustrated. Okay, I know it's not fair to blame you, but what do you expect me to do? What are
I'm
you
trying to give you the best life I know how, and that's obviously not enough for you.
What? How could I appreciate my life now if I don't know what it was before?
Do you believe anything I've told you?
Yes, of course I do. Can you just imagine for a second what I feel like? I have no reference points before March of 2004. Okay, I have no memories of my childhood. I don't know what my parents looked like. Not even a Christmas past.
Christmas past? You mean like the holidays?
No, I mean like Dickens, as in the Christmas Carol. You see, well, why can't I reference that so easy and not this?
We watched it on TV.
Okay, but what was the night like? Did we keep Christmas? Did we dream about Ghost and Marley's Chains? Did we do any of that?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but if you wanted to remember those details, you could. I cannot. You have a past tense, Mary. I don't. Everything that I am is right here, right now.
And is that so terrible?
God, I have a void in me. Okay? A space right here where my heart and soul should be.
Are you considering hypnosis?
No, I promised you that I would let that go, and I will.
Even though you don't want to?
I'm just trying to allow whatever happens to happen. But you know, I'm not very good at c'est la vie. And I know French now, too.
Even I know what c'est la vie means.
I really need you to be patient with me, please. Please.
Okay. I wish I could feel your memory. I wish that I could make you remember the life we had together, that I could make you love everything you used to love.
But you know I love you, right? You know that.
Maybe it's not enough. Maybe you need somebody smarter, more sophisticated.
No, that's not it. That's not it at all.
Then maybe you need something more. Something to tie you to your life right now. Well, maybe we should have a baby.
You know, I just kept picturing Nikolas.
I always wanted to have a family. 2 boys and And 2 girls at least. Maybe we should start now. Unless that's gone too, unless you don't want to be a father.
No, it's not. It's not that. I mean, I've always liked the idea of bringing up children, Mary. It's just, I can't.
Do you remember?
No. But it makes sense and it feels right.
Maybe that's good. For all the dreams you've lost. Look at me. Maybe this is one that will come true for you. I want your babies. Do you want mine?
I just want us to be happy.
Me too.
Love makes some people desperate.
Why do you insist on coming back to this place?
I didn't choose it. My psychiatrist suggested we meet here.
You're seeing him again?
No, he just didn't understand why I was quitting the memory therapy when we were making such good progress.
Did you tell him that we're focusing on our future? Maybe even planning on having a baby?
No, I didn't. I didn't feel the need to broadcast our plans to a virtual stranger.
That's a relief. Not that I ever plan on seeing Dr. Matlock again, but it's kind of embarrassing. I'm telling people we're trying to conceive.
It's not so bad. As long as you don't tell them your exact methods.
I can't wait to have your baby. I hope that it's a boy, and that he has his father's beautiful eyes.
Is Daddy really safe for me?
Emily. What happened?
An innocent woman is going to prison, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, just like there's nothing I can do to bring you back into my life, no matter how much I need you.
Oh, I could never stand
Anything to do with me.
No, not when you're hurting like this.
I'm sorry. I was under the impression that you couldn't care less.
Look, Emily, I may not be able to pursue a relationship with you or be an ongoing part of your life, but I can listen when you're upset. What happened?
My adopted older sister was just sentenced to 20 years in prison.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even like Skye at first. I thought she was evil and conniving, but that's her armor. She's really a wonderful person. And when I was so sick, she was incredible.
You were sick?
Breast cancer. I had a bad reaction to the chemo. My immune system was compromised and I caught meningitis. I almost died. It was a full life. Are you remembering something?
I knew you were sick. But how? You never told me, did you?
Emily!
I have to go.
Oh, wait, please tell me what you remember.
I have to go. Emily. Yeah, I'm glad I found you. I figured you'd be upset, but hey, listen, I don't want you to worry. We're gonna find a way to get Skye out of this.
Hi. Oh, hi. I came to see
Health is excellent. I see no reason why you'd have any problems conceiving once the birth control pills are out of your system.
How soon do you think I can get pregnant?
It usually takes a little longer, but the earliest you could hope to conceive would be a month from now.
I hope it's that soon. My husband and I, we can't wait to have a baby.
Thanks for meeting me. It sounded important. It is. I need a favor.
You know, I'll help any way I can.
I can't go on like this, not remembering my life. I want you to have me investigated, okay? I need a complete dossier on my entire life. Where I was born, where I grew up, who were my parents, my friends, what was my education, my hobbies. You know, when did I meet my wife? Where did we get married? Everything there is to know about Connor Bishop, including whether I could have known Emily Quartermain.
Oh, hold the elevator.
Everyone hated him, believed he was a deserter. You stole his entire life. And now I'm here to give it back to him. Connor Bishop is dead, and Nikolas Cassadine is going home with me.
How long have you known?
Emily needs some room right now. Right now.
She's still in love with Nikolas. I know, you know, I should leave her alone and let her grieve, but... Elizabeth, I can't. If Nikolas were alive...
He is.
What?
Nikolas is alive.
You know what? Someone went they told you.
No, okay, I promise you this is the truth. Emily told me she has seen him.
Emily's seen Nikolas.
Nikolas suffered some sort of head trauma. He doesn't remember who he is, and Emily's afraid to tell him because she thinks he might react the same way Jason did and push all the people away who love him.
Nikolas is my brother. How can Emily not tell me?
Honey, she knows you well enough to realize that you'd want to go straight to Nikolas with the truth.
Yeah, of course I do. We've been grieving for no reason. Nikolas has an entire family waiting to help him.
But you can't.
But Nikolas is my brother.
But he doesn't know that. You see, Nikolas thinks... Okay, get this. Nikolas thinks he's an ex-Marine named Connor Bishop.
Who?
Oh, God, this is so surreal. A woman named Mary Bishop found him after the accident.
Mary Bishop. Yeah, I met her a couple of times.
Yeah.
She works with Emily at the hospital.
Right, so Mary found him after the accident, and when he woke up without a memory, she convinced him that he was her husband.
Why?
Because the real Connor Bishop died in Iraq, and Emily thinks that Mary couldn't handle the loneliness, so she just latched onto Nikolas as a substitute.
And Nikolas honestly buys into this.
Well, why would he think that Mary's lying? I mean, she has her husband's entire life just ready and waiting for Nikolas to step into.
How can Emily know about this and not stop it?
Okay, just for a second, think about how Emily feels. She's dying to tell Nikolas. She wants to scream it from the rooftops that he's alive, but is unable to for fear that it might traumatize him and send him into Mary's arms for good.
Well, the truth is going to come out sometime.
Yeah, well, Emily was going to wait for Nikolas' memory to return on his own, but now Mary wants to get pregnant, so she has no other choice but to tell Nikolas the truth about who he is.
I was in Mexico when you were there, Mary. We stayed at the same hotel.
You saw him in Mexico?
Nikolas told me that his name was Connor Bishop and that he was there on his second honeymoon. I wanted so badly to tell him the truth, Mary, but I didn't want to shock or disorient him. I didn't want to mess with his head, unlike you.
It was never my intention to hurt him.
You saw that a part of me died with Nikolas. I mean, you listened to me grieving. You sympathized. You consoled me. You pretended to be my friend. And all the while, you were lying to Nikolas.
It was not my
His
intention.
memory was gone, and he was hurt from the accident, and you preyed on him. You took advantage of his injury. You kept Nikolas isolated from everything he knew, everyone he loved, while you tried to, remake him and turn him into the husband
I didn't plan this, Emily. I was home alone in the house that night.
Who are you?
I'm your wife. The words were out of my mouth before I even knew what I was saying. It just happened, and then I didn't know how to stop.
Don't pretend that you are some innocent bystander. You actively stole a man's life. You had a million chances, Mary, to tell Nikolas the truth, but you kept on using him to ease your own loneliness. You are no better than a kidnapper.
I wanted him to be happy.
He was happy with me, Mary. But you took that from us. You stole the love of my life
Emily Quartermain is in love with you, and she has been since before you were injured.
What? Emily never told me that. If she introduced herself to me in Mexico when I was on my honeymoon with Mary, she didn't say anything.
She said nothing about that?
No, not at all. I thought our friendship was new, that everything was happening for the first time. So wait, you've been lying to me for weeks?
It's a lot more complicated than that.
Well, how much does Mary know about my connection with her?
Everything.
So she lied as well?
Look, all I can figure is that Emily's family has money and power. Mary was afraid that you'd feel restless and that you would find Emily's life more exciting and glamorous.
Really? So Emily told me to follow my feelings and be true to myself. And that's what led me away from Mary. But you know what? I will not allow Emily to jeopardize my marriage, okay? I won't hurt Mary again.
Look, don't be so hard on yourself. Your past life is a black hole. And you've been looking to fill it in.
Yeah, and some people aren't above taking advantage of that, I guess.
Why don't you go home? Hey, why don't you go home? Sort things out.
All right, I will. Thanks.
Nikolas, I mean, to make his family grieve, to make us go to his funeral, to speak at his memorial, to try to move on with our lives while
he's dead, Emily. I spoke at a memorial, too. He died in a battlefield in Iraq. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what his injuries were. I could only imagine. And I did. I'd lay awake at night. And I'd imagine that he was in terrible pain for God knows how long.
Yeah, I'm sorry about Connor, but it still didn't give you the right to take Nikolas.
You're right, Emily. But I was in this house all alone, living with these ghosts of the life that we had and how it was taken away. And I was going out of my mind with grief. And then this man shows up on my doorstep. He was Connor's age. And he didn't remember who he was. He needed me.
He needed help, Mary. He needed his family, his friends, his fiancé.
I told myself that he had come to replace my husband. My mind was so full of thoughts about Connor, I couldn't see anything else. I was going out of my mind with grief. And when this miracle happened, tell me you can't understand. Tell me you wouldn't have done the same.
Hello, Connor.
Before you say anything else, I already know about me and Emily. Been in love with me for a long time.
Where did you hear that?
From my employer.
Who's your employer?
Lorenzo Alcazar.
You're working for Lorenzo Alcazar?
That's right. He has connections, did some investigating, and found out Emily knew me before the injury, even though she acted as if we just met.
Lorenzo Alcazar is a very dishonest man. He makes his money from breaking laws and manipulating people. You honestly can't trust a word out of his mouth.
And I should trust you? Someone I barely know who could be lying on Emily's behalf?
How well do you know Lorenzo Alcazar? Does he strike you as a person who makes his living doing good works? Let me ask you something. Why would a man as powerful as Alcazar cultivate a relationship with a stranger who has no memory? Maybe he's using you. That's exactly what he's doing.
And thanks for my quarter.
Know about his past, but the other part of him, he was afraid that it would jeopardize his life with me.
His life with you is a lie, Mary.
You won't even try to understand how
You convinced yourself that Nikolas didn't want to go back. This isn't about him, Mary. This is about you. Everything you did, everything you said was about making your life better. To hell with Nikolas Cassadine, or what he might want or need, who he might love.
That's not true. He loves me. He was the one who chose to renew his vows.
All he had was you, Mary. What else did he know? You'd closed off every other door.
And you have a hole in your heart, Emily. You don't stop to think. You just look for something to fill it. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Because you're doing the same thing right now with Nikolas's brother, Lucky.
I guess you know who I am?
Yeah, I do.
Does your hair take more than 2 to detangle? Need an extra hand? Garnier Fructis, the only fortifying conditioner with active fruit concentrates.
Yeah, I do.
I'm sure that Emily told you a little bit about me.
She said it was complicated.
Yeah. Look, I'm married. Okay? I have a good life. I'm not interested in pursuing anything with Emily. There was something that we had at one point, but it was all based on lies.
I don't know about that.
Doesn't matter. It's over. I know that you like her. Okay? So I won't get in your way.
I guess Emily hasn't told him yet, huh?
Yeah, I realized that in time.
God, it must have been so hard for you not to say anything just so Emily could be the one to do it.
That's not why I didn't tell him.
You saw what happens when you push him too hard. The hypnosis was upsetting to Connor.
His name is Nikolas, Mary.
But he thinks he's Connor Bishop. That's his reality, and he's happy. And I think you know that in your heart, Emily. Otherwise, you would have told him the truth long ago.
No, I haven't wanted to confuse him.
And it would have, because he told you he loves me.
If Nikolas knew the truth from the start, Mary, he'd be connecting the fragments of his memory, so that the pieces of his past would be fitting together. But the lies you've told him don't make sense. Nothing fits. That's why I haven't told him the truth. It might be too much of a shock.
And you don't want to upset him.
You've upset him enough.
I would do anything for Connor. He knows that. I made him safe. I brought him back from the darkness. You can call it an accident or fate or an answer to my prayer. But the only truth that really matters is that he loves me. And if you really love him as much as you say you do, you'll let him stay with me.
Like hell I will.
Are you saying this? How could you not want your brother
No,
back, Lucky?
Elizabeth, I do. I just want a chance with Emily.
I know what you're up to. You're trying to get pregnant. Don't waste your time trying to deny it. I heard you with Dr. Meadows, and I'm telling you, I will be damned in my grave before I let you trap Nikolas like that. He hears the truth tonight.
I realize you're mad, but
Mad?
if Mary, you drop this bombshell on Nikolas, you'll blow his whole life apart.
This isn't his life, Mary. It's some twisted fantasy of yours.
You haven't lived with him since the accident. The head injury that he suffered is real. If you force the truth on him now, you could push him too far and do lasting damage. Do you really hate him with me that much that you would take that risk?
You're trying to scare me. It's not going to work.
Even if he does believe you? Even if he accepts that he's Nikolas Cassadine? Then what, Emily? He starts from square one, starting all over again with a stranger, because that's who you are to him, Emily. Your life with Nikolas never existed to him. The only reality he knows is his life here with me.
It's a lie.
Not to Nikolas. I'll be his only memory. The only woman he really loves.
Where's the woman in that photograph?
We don't want any...
I know what get pregnant. Don't waste your time trying to deny it. I heard you with Dr. Meadows, and I am telling you, I will be damned in my grave if I let you trap Nikolas like that. He hears the truth tonight.
I know you're mad. Mad? But if you do this, if you drop this bombshell on Nikolas, you will blow his life apart.
This isn't his life, Mary. It's some twisted fantasy of yours.
You haven't lived with him since the accident. The head injury he suffered is real. If you drop the truth on him out of nowhere, you could push him too hard and cause lasting damage. Do you really hate him being happy with me so much that you'd risk that?
You're trying to scare me. It's not gonna work.
And if he does believe you, if he accepts that he's Nikolas Castine, then what? Back to square one, he starts over with a stranger. Because that's what you are to him, Emily. To Nikolas, his life with you never existed. The only life he knows is here with me.
It's a lie, Mary.
Not to Nikolas. I'll be his only memory. The only woman he loves.
I'm so glad to see you.
Stop. No more lies from either one of you. I know everything. What is it?
But we've got to be...
You heard what I said. You heard what I said, Mary.
I have no problem with it.
Connor, don't. Please don't.
You know about us, don't you?
Yeah, Emily, I do.
You're angry.
Oh, you're damn right I am.
You have every right, but there's a reason
No,
why
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any more of your lies.
Let me explain.
I already know all there is to know, Emily. Game's over. You're caught. Now, I don't know how I didn't see it before. It was so obvious, the whole, who, me, act? And I'm sure it helps that you have absolutely zero conscience. You use just about anything, won't you? Even your own breast cancer to hold on to me.
Wait a minute, you have got this all wrong somehow.
Yeah, I didn't return your feelings for me, but that just didn't matter to you, Emily. You saw something that you wanted, and your sense of entitlement or whatever it is said that you should have it. Never mind that I was in love with someone else, that I had chosen and married the woman that I wanted to be with the rest of my life. It didn't matter because you just kept coming without any respect for Mary or for me or for the vows that we made to each other. None. And Las Rocas? When you realized that I didn't remember anything, must have been like Christmas for you, didn't it? Just a clean slate. You can go from the top and just start up an affair with me. What? Did you follow me there? You some kind of stalker,
Well,
Emily?
I'm confused. Are these things that you've remembered, or
I remembered a piece, and I found out the rest. It doesn't.
From whom?
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you that what you feel for me is sick, and you need to move on.
You don't understand. You love me.
No, I don't. I don't love you. Okay, I don't love you. You want me to, but I don't. Yeah, I was confused enough to make a mistake with you one night, but I didn't have all the facts then. I was weak. I was weak. Wait, I was weak, and you took advantage of that weakness. You kept lying and lying and lying to me about who we were to each other, making me think that everything was new and fresh and fuzzy. Oh, I feel like we've known each other for years. Blah blah crap, like it was like faded or something, because everything just seemed so familiar.
Connor, I'm so sorry for not being able to live without you. Turns out, all I did was buy myself enough time to end up right where I started. Only I turned into somebody you would recognize in the process. Emily's outside right now telling Nikolas everything.
that's all on me, but I'm not the only one who's kept things from you. Mary has too.
Of course she has, Emily. She's my wife, and she's afraid that she's going to lose me to you. But you know what? That's not going to happen. Because you and I are nothing. Not even friends. Yeah, I don't trust you. I don't trust you, and I never will again.
Photos are real, I assure you. I just can't help but remember someone took a shot at Faith, too.
What kind of person are you?
I wanted to protect you.
You watched me struggle with things that didn't make sense to me. Flashes of a life that had nothing to do with the one I share with Mary. All the while, you knew it was from your life. You could have helped me, Emily, but you didn't. Because you're just some spoiled little rich girl who thinks that she can get whatever she wants. Well, guess what? You can't have me. I'd love my wife. I'm happy with my wife. I have no intention of leaving her for anyone, and especially not you.
You're right. You're right. You and I shouldn't be together. Even if you wanted me, and clearly you don't. We'd be starting over at a terrible disadvantage. You fumbling through emotions that you don't remember or feel, wondering if the gaps I filled in were true or just me. But the stalker desperately trying to hold on to you. So it's done. Tell Mary it's over. She wins.
Wait a minute.
She'll be glad to hear it.
Wait a minute. You make it sound like Mary came in between you and me. Emily, that's not what happened. You're the one who tried to come between us.
If it helps you to believe that, Connor, and be my guest.
Mary. Mary. Mary, wake up.
The fun thing about s'mores is you
have the best personality on GH. You are hilarious.
If you could invent a perfect storyline for your character, what would it be?
Dylan inherits the mob from Sonny and decides to populate Port Charles with spiky alien children.
General Hospital, we'll be right back. Oh, Scotty boy, I think you missed a spot, honey.
ABC Daytime's Fun in the Sun Summer Tour is sponsored by Nice and Easy Color.
It's open. Hey, Emily, what are you doing here?
I don't know. It's late.
Wait, don't go. I know about Nikolas.
Elizabeth told you.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I thought I was helping Nikolas lucky, giving him time to remember on his own.
What, you couldn't trust me to do what's best for my brother? It was just easier to lie to my face?
You're furious. You have every right to be, but at this point, I'm too drained to try to explain or justify what I did. All I can do is apologize for hurting you. I handled this so badly, Lucky.
What about you? Elizabeth told me you were going to tell Nikolas the truth. How did he react?
I didn't tell him. I couldn't.
Is she gonna be okay?
Good as new. She didn't take enough sleeping pills to put her at risk. It looks like an accidental overdose.
Yeah, well, you know, she's been upset lately, emotional. She probably just wasn't paying attention to what she was doing.
Listen, here's the number to the hospital, in case you need that. And, I suggest you get your wife some help.
can't hear me right now. But I'm with you. Okay. I'm gonna stay with you. Stay with you. Always.
Okay, look. I know who you are. I know who sent you and what...
The hotties from Man hung out with the fans in Phoenix. Now you can get an inside look. Tomorrow on ABC Daytime. Brought to you by Nice and Easy. Color at its believable, beautiful best.
Well, isn't every woman who's relationship, so basically he thinks I've been stalking him.
Tell him the truth.
I can't, Lucky. He claims to be happy with Mary. And I finally realized that I have to accept that. I mean, besides, it's clear now. Telling him the truth could only make things worse.
Emily, how?
Nikolas was furious, thinking that I've lied to him. If he finds out that Mary's done nothing but lie, that his perfect marriage to his perfect wife is an illusion, a delusion, Lucky, it could destroy him. I can't be the reason that happens. I still love Nikolas, even though it's over, even though he hates me.
I never should have let things go as far as they did with Emily. But that's all behind us, Mary. I know the truth, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. Emily, she understands that you're the only woman I want to be with. Okay, she understands that. And you and I, we're finally going to have that new beginning. You know, that new beginning that we keep promising each other. Remember? Just please. Please, just come back to me and give me the chance. Okay, give me the chance to honor and love you the way you deserve. Please. Hey. Hi, it's me. Okay, the paramedics were here and you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
What are you still doing here?
Where else would I be?
Emily.
No, she's gone. We don't have to talk about her right now.
But Emily said...
Well, I know what you tried to do.
I don't want you to be with me out of guilt or of pity. I couldn't stand that. Connor, I know you want to be with Emily. Why am I still pretending? The least I can do is call you by your real name. So, go, Nikolas. Be happy.
It's not fair. Women in movies always have tissues at a time like this.
Hey, you listen to me. Hey. You were the best thing that ever came into Nikolas's life.
He doesn't see me that way, Lucky. To him, I'm clinging and manipulative. A woman from his past who tried to steal him from his wife.
Is it really over between you and Nikolas?
Oh, yeah. It's over.
Well, then there's room for something new to start.
What the hell she's trying to say?
You know how I feel.
I'm just not ready.
Please, Connor. I know you want to be with Emily. Why am I still pretending? The least I can do is call you by your real name. So, go. Nikolas. Be happy.
What did you call me?
I thought she told you.
Told me what?
I'm sorry.
You call me Nikolas. Nikolas Cassidy.
You cannot believe anything Nico...
Mary was grieving, and she used Nikolas as a substitute for the man she lost. I won't use you, Lucky. You're one of the most amazing men I've ever known. And you deserve someone who can be with you completely. Not someone who's longing for the person they lost.
I understand. When you're ready, I'll be waiting.
Nikolas Cassidy was in an accident less than a mile from this house on the same night that I woke up in this house with a woman that I didn't know.
You came to my door the night of the accident. You were hurt.
I hit my head. I hurt my head. I remember the blood in my eyes. I hit my head.
When I saw you lying there, for a second I thought that Connor had come back to me.
Oh my God. Connor Bishop doesn't exist!
He was my husband. He died in the war.
I didn't remember my name. I didn't remember you. Oh my God, there were so many things. You said that I failed Spanish, that in my spare time I carved things out of wood, but none of that made sense. None of it, and it never has.
You were hurt. You couldn't remember, so I gave you a pass.
You told me that I deserted from the Marines, but that didn't make sense either. How could you do that? I would never leave my duty like that.
I just wasn't.
Oh my God, there are so many details. The Baltic Sea, the caviar, the Greek. None of it fit with the life that you told me about. None of it.
I gave you Connor's life. A new life. You were hurt and lost, and I gave you something to hold on to.
The images from the fire, they came up in the therapy. I was wearing a tuxedo. I was probably right here in Port Charles the whole time. Oh my God. Emily, she was in a hospital. She was in a hospital bed, and she told me to live a happy life. That's why you wanted to keep me away from her, because she's Nikolas's... Why is he upset?
It was a mistake.
It was a lie! It was a lie, every word of it!
General Hospital.
Say something, Mary. Or is that even your real name?
Yeah. I'm Mary Bishop.
And everything I told you about Connor is true. How we met, how we fell in love. How much we loved each other. When you came into my life, I'd lost everything. The only man I'd ever loved. The man I built my life around. That's all I'd ever wanted. And when you showed up at my door, hurt and lost, I told myself that I was being given a second chance.
You kept me in this house. You begged me. You begged me not to go into town or anywhere near the hospital because you knew that my friends and my family, they would see me and expose all your lies, Mary. You knew that.
I was afraid of losing you again.
You never had me. I was just some stranger that you trapped and manipulated for some sick fantasy of yours.
To an impulse, and somehow, like a miracle, it worked. Because you seemed to love me. We were happy in Mexico.
How long did you think you could keep up this lie, Mary?
It wasn't a lie to me. I really fell in love with you. I had finally moved on from Connor, and
you knew that I would find out. That's why you tried to get pregnant, because you knew it was a trap. It was a trap. How could you do that?
I was afraid of being alone. And now that fear's gonna happen again. I'm gonna lose someone I love.
Mary, you lost Connor Bishop, your husband. You can't lose me.
But why?
Your husband died months ago, Mary. I was never yours to begin with.
I don't want you to hate me. I want you to understand.
Oh, I understand. I understand. You are sick and you need help.
Please, I didn't...
Think you understand that she is lying through her teeth and you are buying every word of it?
Spent a lot of time here. Reminiscing about the time you spent in my house.
Here.
Windermere. You said it belonged to the Cassadines. I'm the Cassadine Prince.
You remember?
Mary told me. Why didn't you?
I've discovered...
See and peel off for your chance to win die-cast cars, KFC chicken, and more. The grand prize, a weekend trip to California Speedway for the Target House 300 and Top Secret 500. So race in and peel off at KFC.
A carjacking at a local mall tonight at 5.
I have a crush on Scott Clifton and Tyler Christopher. I really do. I professed my love to Scott Clifton the first time I ever met him at the Emmys, and then he ran away.
I must go. He's afraid of girls.
And then I called my mom, and she cheered me up.
Hand me a shovel, Tyler, so that I can dig myself.
General Hospital, we'll be right back.
ABC Daytime's fun.
When did you first realize I was alive? Night on the beach in Mexico? Did it ever occur to you to tell me the truth?
I didn't want to shock or panic you. Mary's lie was so elaborate, and you believed that you had a completely different life.
Believed. So you just let me go on believing. Why, you worked to become my friend. Took me to the hospital. You took me on a tour of my own home, Emily, and you said nothing. Why?
I wanted to let you remember on your own.
4 words. 4 words, Emily. You are Nikolas Cassinine. You are my fiancé. I love you, Nikolas. If you felt all those things, then how could you pretend that we were strangers?
To give you time to remember on your own.
My life was a lie, and you knew it. And you could have helped me, but you didn't do it.
I wanted to, but my brother Jason was in a similar accident, and he ended up resenting everyone who tried to force him to remember his old life.
So what? So what, you play games with me?
No. I tried to help you find your way back to me in your own time. I wanted you to feel safe. When you finally remembered who you really were, I know that this must be confusing to you, and
it's not confusing at all. Mary lied because she was desperate and lonely. You lied because you didn't think I was capable enough to handle my own life. You manipulated me.
I wanted to tell you the night we made love. I had a picture of us together, and I was reaching for it in my bag when you got the call about Mary's accident.
So what? So what? I'm supposed to chalk up all your lies to bad timing?
I wanted to do what was right for you.
I really wish I could believe you.
Anything I did to protect you. Because I love you.
If that's true, then that's really sad. Because I don't remember. And I don't love you.
I realize that you have selective memory, but I'm the one who wound up in the hospital room.
When I got through the fog, you were gone. I didn't know you were alive then. I thought I was dreaming.
Look, I don't doubt that you grieved over me when you thought I was dead, but that doesn't explain why you lied to me, why you deceived me, why you slept with me without telling me the truth.
Don't you understand? This is exactly what I was afraid of. You are shutting down on me.
No, I am reacting to months of lies from you.
You asked me to describe my relationship with Nikolas, and that's what I did. I told you how much I loved you.
But you didn't tell me the little detail that I was the Nikolas you were talking about.
The therapist said your memory was intact. I thought it was better for you to remember on your own.
Really? And who gave you the right to make that decision for me? To let me go on living my life as a lie?
Loving you.
Wow. That's exactly what Mary said.
Don't compare me to her.
You know what? What you did was worse. Mary lied to a complete stranger. You lied to someone you claimed to love. She smothered me in need, and you treated me like a lab rat.
Hey, you need to calm down.
You need to calm down.
No, I can't.
Look who it is. My brother. Another person who betrayed me.
Just can't
come in here. I've been lied to for months by everyone.
Okay, you know what? Emily was trying to...
I've heard all the excuses and the lies. And I don't remember either one of you, and that's just fine with me. I don't owe you. I don't owe you my love. I don't owe you my forgiveness, and I don't owe you either one of you any more of my time.
What? You know what? You can't.
You don't. Wait, Nikolas, stop, Nikolas. Stop it. Lucky's your brother, and you love him.
Stay away from me. You stay away from me. I can't stand the sight of either one of you. Get away from me, both of you. Get away from me.
This is not about me being jealous of Sam's relationship.
Daytime's Fun in the Sun summer tour during your favorite soaps. The hotties from AMC, One Life, and GH hung out with the fans in Phoenix. Now you can get an inside look tomorrow on ABC Daytime. Brought to you by Nice and Easy. Color at its believable, beautiful best.
Why is